What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Kyrie,
And it's your boy Hammy.
and welcome to another wonderful episode of What's
What?
the
The
Point?
point. Close enough. Close enough.
It will never be, but I love you anyway. What's going on, man? All right. So, today's going to be a fun day. We ain't got no topic. We just talking. We just enjoying each other's company today. And let's kick this ball off with introducing, you know them, you love them, our babies, our boys, Carnage and Shazam. What's going on, guys?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyway,
Oh my God! So
I'm sorry. I'm on my Saved by the Bell shit. Sorry.
Come on, Jessica Spano.
I know.
He knows.
What was that? Your Raptor impression?
Okay, so y'all remember the movie Meet the Robinsons? Like the T-Rex in that movie was the funniest thing for that movie for me. And it was the main scene when he was in the corner and he was trying to get the person. And then in T-Rex, he said, I got this big head and these little arms. I don't think you thought this out very well. And it was so that the T-Rex is always stuck with me. So I just,
That's kind of how I feel because I can't really bend my arm anymore at this point. So I'm just like,
sometimes gout makes you feel that way when you get into your elbows, honey. You can't extend them elbows out. You get them T-Rex arms picking up things. And,
You have gout,
you know.
old lady?
Oh yeah,
Unfortunately, yes.
too.
I get gout on occasion.
I know. I just wanted him to say it on the show.
I just said it. There's no shame in admitting that.
He's 112
Shit.
years old.
Nah, baby. That's just
Well, I'm
bad.
170, so I can't say shit.
Okay, that's just bad diet, honey. That's all that is. Something.
That's
So-
a frozen pizza a day brings the gout to you.
First of
Ooh.
all, we ain't getting into that.
Are we
We ain't
talking?
getting into that. Because first of all, I at least am okay with a pepper on my pizza. Some green peppers is fine. Onions is okay. You talking about mushrooms and all that other shit? I don't do that.
No. You eat a meat lover's frozen pizza every day.
Hey,
Not every day. Not every day. But meat
Every
lovers
other
are the
day.
business. Them DiGiorno.
Every
No.
other day.
Easy on the meat lovers.
I like a
Oh,
meat
thank you,
lover's
sir.
pizza, but not every day.
Anyway,
I don't eat them every day.
You know
I
how
eat them in
much
moderation
salt
like
that is for
anybody
your
else.
gout?
First of all, you just talk to me on the phone more often than most people. So when I'm making something or fixing dinner, which is why I don't talk to you when I'm cooking no more,
You're eating
you got some
pizza.
shit to say.
You're eating a frozen pizza.
No, I'm not always eating a frozen pizza. A frozen pizza tends to be
Every time
my
I talk to
food
you,
of
like,
choice.
okay, let me go
If
eat
I
a
can't think of
frozen
anything
pizza.
to eat,
Let me go
if
eat
I
a
can't think of anything
I
else to
regret
fix,
this question
frozen pizza.
asking
Okay.
you, but what kinds of pizzas have you made on the fly? Just like throwing shit together. Like, what kind of weird concoctions have you made?
Oh,
All of us or me?
You
You.
in general.
Okay, so you have to remember, I came from a background of working at Pizza Hut. Okay, so in my mind, there really is no particular off-limit combination unless it's like
No limit to what toppings you can put on the pizza. Right?
it depends. Okay, there is no limit, but it depends on your taste and all of that. So for me,
salty
I
meats.
no, girl, look, that should be my
And
auto. That should be my
no
autobiography.
fat.
That's my autobiography. That's gonna be my autobiography. Salty meats. um, no. So, like, when I worked at Pizza Hut, I always try to do different things. So the craziest things I would do would be like putting like. Well, at that time it was like pineapple on, with various stuff. So pineapple and chicken, pineapple and sausage. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that pineapple didn't really go with all the time. Um, I always did like chicken, but I didn't do anything really outlandish unless we had like special stuff. So like if we had like the stuffed crust, I was trying to put like other things in the stuffed crust, like pepperoni and stuff, because they showed us how to make them. It's like a press you put on and stuff. So I was always trying to do things like that. I never really made anything that was like kind of really out there crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I've made dessert pizzas. You know what I'm saying? I've made fruit pizzas.
I never really
cookie
made
pizzas.
anything. I've never really made anything that was out there crazy. I made dessert pizzas.
Because Because dessert pizzas are not
They're a thing. That's a thing. I'll
right.
give you that for
Dessert pizzas and fruit pizzas are a thing. Those are things that are not necessarily crazy.
Fruit
You know
pizza?
what I'm saying?
Might be interesting.
Like I've never. There are some crazy pizza creations that are out there, but I've never done anything just so outlandish that's like people wouldn't try it.
Okay.
I never put candy on a pizza. Like, I never did an elf thing where like I put candy on something. I
Not my
never did
place.
that. Yeah.
So I had wondered if you had ever made a chicken nugget pizza.
Yes, several times.
Really?
it.
Oh
Enjoyed
boy.
it every time. I have enjoyed it every time.
I
Yes.
believe it because that's what
Hello, his name is Nugget.
Right.
Like I've gone through I've actually gone through the whole process. Like I'm buying a pizza dough, and then getting buffalo sauce instead of tomato sauce, and then you get particular, and it works whether you have chicken, like regular chicken, or
Wait,
chicken nuggets, or chicken tender, because it's all chicken. So you
was,
just
I,
get your
was,
preferred chicken.
was I in DC at that time?
I've done this several times, so it could be any time you were with me. I don't know, but you can take any kind of chicken with some buffalo sauce on a pizza crust, and you can make a good buffalo style chicken pizza. And I did that with chicken nuggets, and it was amazing.
Subjective.
Well, here's the thing: you have to get the texture of things right, so you have to fry the nuggets crispy. You can't have them soggy. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have the nuggets crispy. You have to have the dough already pre-made. So when you're putting everything together, you're pretty much kind of melting the cheese that you put on it, and you kind of just like combining things. Like everything is kind of prepped, and you just put it together, and then you bake it.
Okay,
There's a
so
science, people. There's a science.
Oh,
okay,
there always is. There always is.
so I get
Hemi is just like I am. So this is so fat, and I am like so. I the calories that are just, I know.
I'm speechless. So
So
I'm
many
just sitting
carbs.
here listening.
No, but your eyes are talking for you. Carnage, I got you. Hold on one second. Your eyes are talking for you the entire time. Like I just
I'm
can't
well
believe what I
aware.
was right. Ooh. Go ahead, Carnage. What you gonna say, man?
it's not funny now, so continue.
See, it was still funny.
You stole his magic.
God. Yeah.
Oh,
So let me ask y'all this question. And it's something I've kind of been thinking about for a little bit. And it's not what I was talking about earlier. That's something fun I'm gonna throw out later. Um, with the way things are in the world right now, how do you feel as a black gay man? With the way things look, our rights, the orange crater face in the fucking White House and shit going on. I want to check in with you guys on a personal level. Where are y'all at?
There's too many strikes against me.
You said
well, you're not a woman. There's at least that.
like before, like I just want to. I know we're gonna have a lot of eves and flows in the conversation, but it's been so much going on. I want to check in with my boys.
Who's going first?
I think that's why everybody's quiet. Nobody really wants to go first. Should I go first?
Take it away.
Hmm.
The floor is
I
yours.
was. I would say this honestly. It's been stressful to say the least. It's been scary to watch, especially with the bill that just passed. It's been scary to watch everything I've seen people that came before me work hard to achieve be stripped away so systematically. And it has just made me fearful that history will repeat itself in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing concentration camps being built, alligator Alcatraz and shit. And that's deplorable. And anybody that supports it to me, that's not American. You know what I'm saying? What do we need something like that on our country soil for? Like I see the regression and it terrifies me. Like I have hope that as true Americans, we can rise above this and not allow this to stand. But I am scared that the current administration, the way they're running, by the time we get folks in power that can make change, too many of these changes will be in place that can't be undone. I am fearful for people like myself who stand to risk losing their Medicaid and food stamps.
Everything can be undone.
You think so?
Yes,
It might take a long time, but everything
that's
can be
that's
undone.
the issue.
But that's the thing.
We got
It's
that
going to take, with what just got signed, it's going to take a minute before we feel the effects of this fuck shit. So this means it's going to take longer to undo the shit.
time.
So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just, and I have hope because our country is very resilient. You know what I'm saying? We do bounce back from bullshit like this. But the question is, how long, and who's going to suffer in the process?
Yeah, it's certain things that we just can't undo. Um, like everything that's happened in just a short 6 months, I don't think
Hmm.
anyone's taken any full accounting of how many lives have been lost, let alone changed, but like actually lost from all the decisions that have been made, all the things that we chose to ignore and just allow to happen without any pushback. Like this entire administration, I just consider to be murderers. Like
Yeah, I
they
agree.
have done a lot of things without any regard, without any kind of sympathy, all for the sake of money and and power. Like just fuck all of y'all. Not even the people that you even said that you wanted to support, but just fuck all of you.
And
It's
let me ask this question: when did it become okay to watch people suffer?
that part.
Like, when did it? When
When
did when did
when you
that become fucking
Even though
okay?
it's always been a thing.
when you got
It's
more
always
money,
been a thing.
when you got more money than them,
You know,
Uh,
because that's always been a thing.
yeah, I mean, look at the back when I was coming up online, the big thing was the Faces of Death videos that was going on. Like I could
Faces of Death
never get
videos.
behind that. The fact that people
Oh,
championed that
you
shit
you
was
don't
That's
crazy.
why I
know?
said this. That's always been a thing. Watching people suffer.
All right.
I
Oh,
couldn't.
wait. You don't know about the Faces of Death video?
Oh,
No,
No,
lucky
Oh,
you.
uh, we gotta watch that.
No, we don't.
right. I never got through it. I was like, oh,
it's a movie.
I
why would
never
people
watched it at
watch
all.
this?
It's a
I
it's a
saw a piece of it, and I was like,
it's
why would you watch this?
it's a like movie slash documentary.
It's a video series of people dying in horrific ways.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Right. And people were entertained by this. I'm just, why?
Oh,
I just,
That's like
That reminds me.
the movie The Passion of the Christ. Like I saw that one time, and I would never ever watch that movie ever again
Same
in my
here.
life.
Same
The
here. Oh my
torture
god.
and the all the stuff that went on in that movie, I was just like, I could never ever watch. I've been scarred, and I'm never watching. Will never watch this
I
again.
cried. I
I
cried
did
during
too.
that
It was
movie
horrible,
to
horrible.
watch. Right when they said they were going to give, and I this when they said they were going to give a graphic depiction of his crucifixion, they were not lying.
Yeah,
And you don't go. Here's the thing: for anybody that is religious, spiritual, believes in Christ, it does something to you mentally to feel like you are witnessing his trauma. You know what I'm saying? And psychologically for me, at the time when I was really heavy into church, and that's when it came out, and a lot of churches made trips to go see this movie. It did make me more grateful for the aspect of someone dying for someone you don't know. Ooh, 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 ooh.
everything okay up there?
That booty call coming in. All wrong. But it traumatized me in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And I am a person that is very spiritual. That is very highly spiritual. Oop, oop, oop. The camera is showing too much of the background. I got stuff all over. My room is not clean. Anyway, I know my room is not
Oh,
clean. I'm a little embarrassed. Anyway, no, sorry. Getting back
oh,
to what I was saying.
he trying to get that shirt.
Oh, that's what
I'm
it
not.
is.
You can see it. Oh, you can see it clearly now.
No, he's saying give yourself some headroom.
You can't see what. Oh, I should
Move
Ah.
the camera up a little bit.
like this way.
Move the camera up a little bit.
And so it gets all of your.
Yeah.
There you go, baby.
Oh,
Let's see all those cheeks now in that
I'm
forehead.
trying to
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, my hands in the way, guys. Sorry, YouTube. No, I was just trying to,
Sorry about that.
Well, this show's already needs some prime editing.
Sorry, my uncle was at the door.
What did Uncle want?
You need a sign on the
Recording in progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Recording in progress.
He got my cousin's daughter, his granddaughter, who is the same age as Zanaya, and he was bringing her to play. But I'm like, she got
Aw.
so.
Like Uncle Mommy Himmy.
Okay, so
My
that brings
bad.
me. You good? So with discussion, passion of the Christ, and things like that. How do you all feel about movies that take that religious stance and go too far? Or how do you feel about movies that take a religious stance and they play on it with the comedy of it? How do y'all feel about religious movies as a whole?
I think it just came up in the conversation. I don't think we was talking about it.
We weren't, but I guess I was just kind of question came to my mind about it. But if y'all feel like this question that you want to move, don't want to answer, I don't really care. It's just something I thought about.
Religion's just a slippery slope.
It can be.
Okay, I can see the hesitation in Hemi's face now.
No, I don't really have a real answer. Like it's not a. They don't bother me. Like I feel like every religion is different. Every movie can bring something different. It depends on what it's about, what the story is. If it's well acted, that's what a movie is for me. It doesn't have.
Stuff like religious movies, I question the intention. The religious aspects of it alone do not bother me because I'm not one that's really fully on board with religion. Organized religion to me is like kryptonite. I always felt it was a means for people to oppress us. Although some of the messaging is really good if it's really followed in the way it's supposed to have been followed, but largely it's just been used as a way to manipulate. And I've never liked that about religious movies or any kind of religious indoctrination within our broad society. So I always look side-eyed at anything that's pushed in that kind of way. So,
I feel like what brought to my mind was also the Left Behind series. Have you guys heard of that?
I know that
So
title, but I've never watched the show or
I
series.
believe it was the early '90s or early 2000s. Kirk Cameron was
Oh
the
Lord.
star of a series of movies or show. It was a series of movies, I believe, about people that were left behind after the rapture and what came from that.
Hmm.
And I felt like in that time that was very much pushing something. You know what I'm saying? Get right with God before this happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel the major thing with religion sometimes when it comes to the media is to push getting right with God before the end of time. And I feel like religion just is so based in fear that you don't get
Okay.
to experience what?
Okay, that just brought up a question.
Right.
What does get right with God mean?
Exactly. That's they're
Exactly.
not
Right.
because a lot of the things that they're trying to profess as getting right with God, they will completely go against the next minute when it serves whatever they want
Agenda.
to, yeah, whatever agenda they're behind. Because all of a sudden, the the righteous aspects of God get shifted in a way that it supports stuff that's technically evil. So, what does that mean exactly?
And that kind of sums up the way I look at it or whatever. All this shit is about money.
It
All
is. I can disagree to that
So
in some ways. Go ahead.
the religious
No.
movies or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it's about money.
What you going to say,
Uh,
Hemi?
be-
oh no, I
I'm
don't
because
think
sorry.
he not finished.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
because you got you got Christian people, the Pentecostal people, the all these demographics to where you got to make movies, a lifestyle for, uh, anything for. So in in all, it's about money.
I hear you, but I
So
don't think it's always all about money. It's about power and influence too.
You
So,
look at this.
sometimes I feel like sometimes it is just about the movie. So I'm going to give an example of a movie I saw when I was like 12 or 13. We all spent the night at my grandma's house. All the cousins, my grandparents went out of town. We was house sitting. I slept in the living room, and at 2 in the morning, this movie came on called The Rapture. It was. I looked it up. That's why I was quiet. It was made in 1991. Star Mimi Rogers. Scared the dog shit out of me. It
See,
was so, but it wasn't in a bad way. It was in a. It was kind of like it was about the rapture, of course, but the way that the movie started was everybody started having these dreams about a diamond or a pearl they would see, and that would mean that those people started giving their life over to God, and it was starting to be reported on the news. And this lady who was like a a prostitution whore, like she was a slut, a drunk, all these things. She had the dream, and on the day she had the dream, she found out she was pregnant. So she changed her whole life because God was coming. And this like cut to 7 years later, her daughter's like 7, and the rapture starts happening. Like she ended up in jail. Like the bars on the jail fell down. The guy on the horse with the trumpet came, and all these things in this in lead. She ended up in jail because she told her daughter that they needed to go to God. So she and God was taking too long to get here to get to Earth. So she killed her daughter in the middle of this park they was living in because they
oh
had got
no.
evicted, and so she buried her, and she was supposed to kill herself to so that they could go be with God, but she couldn't bring herself to kill herself. And so she ended up getting caught by the police in this park, and they found out she killed her daughter, so they put her in jail. And then the rapture started happening. The bars fell off the jail cells. All the prisoners walked out, and she came to this river. And across the river, you could see basically what was like heaven. Like it was glittering and shiny. This place you could see, but it was across this huge like ocean or whatever. But you could see it like lighting up. And all she had, and her daughter came to her and said, like in a ghostly form, while she was standing on the banks of the water, and said, "All you have to do is say you love God, and He'll let you come." And she couldn't do it because God. She said she felt like God took everything away from her, like her whole, all her. She lost all her money, her house. She killed her daughter. She did all these things, and at the end, she couldn't forgive God. She felt like she did all these things because this was leading up to her being able to get to heaven. And so because she couldn't forgive him, she stayed in hell basically, like earth became hell. and it was just you have to
But
watch it.
see,
One of the
that
deepest
right
movies
there,
I've ever seen in my life. It was
that right there reminds me of an old saying that people used to talk about. You are too heavenly bound. You are no earthly good. You understand what I'm saying? Like she was so focused on what she thought
yeah,
was the ultimate prize, she was willing to give up everything here, the prizes and gifts that she already been blessed with here, for what she thought was bigger and better there. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot
yeah,
of people, that's my biggest issue with why I left the church was people like that. You know what I'm saying? You forget who you are. You forget where you came from. You forget what you got delivered from or brought from. You forget the people around you that God blessed you with, you know what I'm saying, to help you be who you are right now. So then who are you when you lose all these people? Are you still the same person? Because you didn't get there by yourself. You know what I mean? Like this whole concept of heaven is something that it's mind blowing and it fucks up families. It fucks your own mental shit up because you're trying to obtain something that, for all you know, doesn't even fucking exist. You have a hope that it fucking exists based on something you have been indoctrinated into from birth. And that's another reason why I decided to leave the church and deconstruct all that fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? I love God. I love the creator. I love the universe. I have a hard time believing in Christ. I have a hard time believing in all that shit because I know that was man-made shit that was spoon-fed to us to make us believe some shit. Get the slave master's Bible if you think I'm talking some shit. Do some research. That's the main problem I have with Christianity and with religion as a whole these days. Being spiritual, I'm completely okay with. Religion, like Eric said, is organized. It's a corporation. It's meant to make money. Look at these fucking mega churches and all these fucking big ass buildings and shit. Really? You need all of that? You need
but what
all of that.
about the mom and pop corner churches? They're not built on money. So
I
how do you
understand
explain
that.
those?
Not necessarily, but again, aside from the money parts of it, it teaches you to condemn as well as forgive. Like you're supposed to forgive and love, but yet you condemn in the same breath.
Right.
What sense does that make?
Like, look at the turmoil that it took all four of us through. Because all four of us grew up in Christian households. You know what I'm saying? And the mental struggle that all four of us have had to go through in some way, shape, or form to reason with ourselves, being gay men, loving ourselves, and still finding a path to love God is not easy. When you are taught that what you are is the worst thing you could be.
Well, I went through that for my first half of my childhood because my when my grandmother was alive, we went to church. When she died, we stopped. So yeah.
That's
But
kind of the
love,
same thing that happened with me. My granddad was the deacon of the church I grew up in, and when he passed away, my parents kind of just stopped taking us.
so do you feel like for black people it's a lineage thing? Like we're taught we have to go to church, and then when a certain matriarch or patriarchal figure passes on, we lose that feeling because they. It's like we weren't necessarily connected to God or the church, but we were connected to them and connected to the church by proxy.
For some
Uh,
people, for
I
some
don't think
people,
that's
yeah,
for everybody. I don't
Possibly.
think that was for me because
So
I
what?
ended up going back to church on my own. I stopped going again, but I went back to
yeah,
church on my own when I was like 16. I was just like
yeah.
questioning everything, and I
Certain
went back to church.
certain things about when you went to church or whatever you miss or whatever when you get older or whatever, and you could possibly want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Um, I did. So the only reason I went back to church is because I was living with my mother, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, let me ask you this question because we're gonna switch up just a little bit though. When you have your moment of leaving the church, do you feel like you are wanting to have more sexual freedom because when you're in the church, you're taught to have so much sexual repression? I know for me, I was like when I stopped really going to churches when I really started really getting into my sexual shit and started fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like kind of a rebellion type of thing for me. Like you said, I couldn't do this, so I'm gonna suck as much dick as I can because I want to. Like you said, I couldn't do this, so I'm gonna go out here and meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you ever have that like that whole moment when you like
No.
rebelling from?
It had nothing to do with
Oh,
church. My whole moment was just me. It didn't have anything to do with
It's a hard time.
we
leaving or being in church. And if you know your facts, some of the biggest whores are in the church. So I
And
feel
that's
hey,
what
like
I found
that has
out.
nothing to do with church.
wait,
Has nothing to do with your whoreness.
Once I,
wait.
and that's the thing.
We
Once I
we
left the
we
church, I
we
started fucking
had
so many men that were in the church.
wait. We had those moments on some other feelings or whatever, not being uh, oh.
Okay, I will say this. I felt
Or
more
okay,
repressed because of my religious background. I always was taught that this is for relationships after you get married. So expressing sexual desires and shit before that, it did fuck with me for a good long while, and even still kind of fucks with me. But
well,
I don't think that was wholeheartedly it. But
Right.
yeah. Um, the
so what do you think about
stereotype
folks that are
where
in the
we
church
started
that are like
from,
the
like, y'all know, God, maybe change, maybe switch up. I
What
don't
is that
know.
noise? Somebody moving in a chair or something? It is driving me insane.
Oh,
Cole, his crickety his old man chair
me?
is cricketing like him.
Like
Me?
it's
It's
Sorry.
cricketing like his bones, honey. Crickety crack crack, crickety crack crack.
Oh wait,
Me too.
I was still like a motherfucker. I was like, what is that noise?
right.
Yeah.
Like
That's everything old man about that nigga. Goddamn. You know what Cole's favorite song is? The Halloween one, Spooky, Scary Skeletons. Like that's how I imagine
I've
Cole
never
is. So
even heard that before.
I don't know that
wait,
song.
you guys have never heard that song?
Oh,
Just like you ain't see Faces of Death.
Right.
That's a Halloween classic. How have you not heard that
It's
song?
clearly not because none
right.
of us know it.
No,
But
So it
I
anywho,
guess
can't be a classic.
it's more it's more whitely known.
Regional.
Regionally known. There you go. That's a racial way to say that. Okay, thank you. I don't know. But you go on YouTube, type in and it's a whole video. It's oh my god. Like it's been around for years. How do you not know it? I don't know. But okay,
How do
moving
you
on.
know it?
Also,
rewinding. Let's
because
not.
I've heard it for years. I've heard it for years. I
Anyway,
discovered it. I heard it first on Disney
Maybe it's a
Channel, and then
Maryland thing.
no, it's not. I'm telling you. Anyway, you know, I don't like any of y'all right now. Y'all, that's why I'm glad we can't hear you. Whatever you're ready to say, fuck you. Anyway,
No, I was trying to look it up. And I was trying to mute it. So the
yeah,
audience could hear
copywriting.
me.
Yes, copywriting. You gotta be careful.
Pardon shares.
Actually,
Uh,
no, it's a public song.
okay, stop.
But anyway,
Back to what I was trying to say.
sorry, Crickety.
I don't feel like God, I can't figure out the phrasing now. Um, I don't feel like we're connected to religion in the same way as our elders were. Elders hold on to religion as a way to keep moving on, whereas our generations have passed where they needed religion to have something to keep us progressing
Get
forward
going.
emotionally and shit. So I don't know. I always saw religion as more of an oppressor, a manipulation, rather than a source of hope that our
So,
elders had.
so do
So
you feel like that's
just
why?
I moved on from it because I didn't have the same need for it.
So do you feel like that's why now in our generation people are becoming more spiritual and deconstructing Christianity, and now getting back to more like rooted Black African traditional religions? Like that's one of the things why I started researching hoodoo and getting more into hoodoo and hoodoo practices for that reason, to understand how our people understood the Bible and how they interwove their beliefs into a book they were forced to take on. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying anything negative necessarily against the church, although the church, there's a lot you could say. I'm just speaking from personal experience.
I feel like you can take. I feel like it's good to educate yourself on many religions, and you can take what works for you from it. I don't feel like you fully need to be a hardcore Christian or a hardcore Jewish person or whatever religion it is, or hoodoo, whatever it is. You can, like, my brother is a big researcher of religion, so we have these conversations all the time. And I feel like you can take bits and pieces from all these things and form what your spiritual moment needs to be for you. I believe in a higher power and all those things, but I feel like, do I necessarily believe everything my Baptist upbringing taught me? No. But do I
Hell,
take things from it? Yes. The things that work for me. Um,
but that's what our culture is. You know what I mean?
and I think that's with the internet allowing you to be able to research all these things and having so much information at your hands, I think is why a lot of people are forming a spiritual connection with a higher power
And I think
versus
that's why
sitting
religion
in the church all the
was.
time, because you have access to learn more from the
Right.
internet.
That's why I think religion is taking more of a back seat as we become broader in our ways of assimilating information and knowledge. We've come to realize that a lot of this is either bullshit or used to spin what actually is out there, what actually is needed for us to progress forward, what actually is needed is for us to be in a society rather than being manipulated into being controlled and guided towards what whoever is above us, not financially, but what's the word I'm looking for? Not economically, but class, class.
Upper class.
Yes. However, that's used to like keep us in our place, which
You
is
can
why,
even tell that by the way people dress in church.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and there was something there was a point I was going to make to that when it came to not just that spirituality as a whole. The Bible itself even says study to show thyself approved. Okay, and also says that the word will not come back to you void. Now that says His word, but I'm taking it in context of like knowledge itself. You know what I'm saying? Like I, I was always taught that when it says study, go beyond that. Go beyond what the man in the pulpit is telling you. You know what I'm saying? Take that word, and if necessary, take that word back to him. And the thing you find when you take the word back to a lot of clergy, they cannot give you shit. They can't give you explanation. They can't expound on whatever they've written down and they thought sounded good for the masses. That's another reason why people are leaving the churches and getting this for themselves. Like you just said, Hemi, like you can go on the internet and learn what you need to learn and build your spirituality. You know what I'm saying? You can get your connection to the higher power on your own. You don't need a third party, a middleman. And you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny that thing. We're taught in church to go to our prayer corners, to go to God on our own, but yet we still need a pastor or someone to tell us what to do. That doesn't make sense to me. If I can do everything you can do, why do I need you?
Because they
You
feel
know,
like everybody, because the pastor is supposed to be like your teacher. So
that is
it's like
true.
being in
But
school.
pastors abuse
So,
that
and it
power.
says that in the Bible too, like you should congregate with the people who are
True.
like you and so on and so forth. But leave all that to say, like, I don't knock whatever religion makes you happy, or just being a spiritual person makes you happy. What works for you
Right,
is what
right,
works
right.
for you. And if you're
Exactly.
happy in your life, I'm okay with that. I do think though that you should never pigeonhole yourself to one thing, and that you should learn about other religions and other cultures and blah blah blah,
Yes.
because you
Right.
never know what you can take from that. Because I met many people, and not just religion, but just people in general who had no clue about this, or I met someone that taught me something, and it makes you move your whole life in a different way just from being able to see another perspective or learn something new. So.
Yeah,
Do
I
you?
think
But let me just. Do
settings
you?
should
Oh,
just
go
be
ahead.
questioning.
What you
Like,
say?
I think our default setting should be that of questioning. Like, nothing is, well, I can't say nothing, but there is a point in time where you realize that the world's ever evolving. Um, Not everything is what it was, or we discover a certain aspect that we didn't take into account before. So she should always be questioning because facts are only facts until they're not. So,
Right. I agree.
That was interesting. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for appeasing me on that. That was fucking cool.
I did want to revisit something if we are segueing off of this
We
last.
are, and I know you were waiting. Fire the bullet, nigga. Let's go.
So, in a previous TED talk we had,
I was waiting. I was waiting to get into this.
um, for those of you that follow us, you may remember our infamous debate about polyamory, monogamy, and open relationships and all that stuff we discussed. And my co-host Kyrie argued me down that monogamy was not a thing. He didn't believe in it.
I,
He was going to be poly or open, and he would never, ever be in a monogamous relationship.
he is exaggerating
Never.
to. He's
Spell
exaggerating
it.
to his highest core.
Never. Never.
Exaggerating to his highest
I
core.
am
Everyone.
not exaggerating. That was
He
what you
really is.
did.
I need y'all to know that.
animated and upset during that conversation. So, is he?
Right.
We have. There will be footage played
I
from
hope
that
so. Find
conversation.
it. Go
Give
into
me
the
work.
archives and
No,
find the footage.
our. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Our illustrious Carnage, our sound producer, was on his stuff and had his phone out, so he does have some footage of some footage of a conversation that we had over the course of last weekend. And then I assume that Shazam will put that with.
No, don't be giving me work. I'm not digging through the archives. I can look at the videos that we posted.
Oh, okay. Well, he don't want to do no work, y'all, so y'all blame him. But no, actually, either way, yes, I had a aversion to monogamy, and it was based on previous emotions and thoughts and experiences that I had been through in past situations. As of recently, I have met an individual who is monogamous minded,
Mm.
and it has because this person right now is checking off the boxes. He's a he's a great individual. He does he does he does watch the show. So
Okay, you.
hi. No, seriously, he has watched almost every episode of this show. He's a
Good.
fan,
Love you.
but he also has watched it to see my personality. So to see what I'm really like.
Oh.
You
um,
running away from the point of my. You didn't even let me really
no, I'm
finish.
not.
But continue.
Okay, fine. Well, you can. You're gonna go back anyway, so shut up.
No, finish.
Um, so because I've met this person, and because things are going well, I'm and I'm considering having a more not more. I am more monogamous minded. Damn it, I couldn't even say.
Thank you,
And
thank
I'm
you. You was trying
changing,
to play
Oh,
around
no.
like
and
I'm considering.
I do have an understanding that is like I said. I always said it was a choice. I always said it was a choice. I did say it was bullshit because I felt like you were being. I felt like it was a choice you were forcing yourself to make. But I do understand when you love somebody or care. Those words have not been said. When you care about somebody enough, you open yourself up to doing particular things or having mindsets that you would not feel
Bullshit.
yourself having.
Bullshit.
How would I bullshit?
And I'm calling bullshit.
Ah!
Don't act like you just
I don't
opening
think
your
that's
mind to
bullshit,
this because we had a whole conversation where you admitted that you want to be monogamous in a previous relationship, but it didn't happen. And then you said maybe I
That's the,
have
okay.
been kind of a
That was a
monogamous type
different
of
thing, though.
person.
What he was just saying.
I said in the previous situation, I said that I was okay with being monogamous starting out while we build our relationship and then
No, this is not what
opening
I'm
it up
talking about.
later.
No,
That is.
that's not the conversation. That's not what I'm talking about.
I need a gavel.
All right. The debate is starting again because
Yeah.
It
he's
is.
sitting over there on a throne of lies.
No, I'm not. I just said that my thank you.
But to me, we had a conversation when you were first admitting that you wanted to be monogamous with this new person. And you didn't say you were considering it.
I didn't say I wanted to be. I said that I was. I said that it was something that he brought up that I said, okay, I will do because this
He
person.
is backtracking
No,
and
I'm not.
lying.
I'm really
Your
not.
pants are on fire right now. This is not what you were saying on that phone call.
I'm not gonna say exactly what I said
And
verbatim.
we had a whole conversation about a previous relationship you had. I'm trying to leave people's names out. But you
Fine.
said I wished that when I look back on it, I wish that we could have been monogamous.
Okay.
Okay.
I received that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he is,
There
but
were a couple of times that I did wish that. There were a couple of times that. Go ahead.
no, because I think you were about to admit to this that you changed your whole thought process on the topic because you were much into the person that you were like trying to pursue. So you let yourself be open to being polyamorous
He's
when
saying
Yes.
you were rather
he's
more
saying
monogamous minded.
he's saying he goes with the wind. Whatever he's chasing.
Well,
That's
I,
not
I
true because that's
essentially
not.
okay.
He told me that he
I know.
became
I remember what he.
open
I
to.
remember what he. I
Yes.
remember what he's talking about. So this is what, and it is kind of to what Cole says. My thought process growing up has been monogamous minded because I've always wanted to be married. But due to my relationship with Carnage, I developed more of an open minded understanding because of the relationship that I had with him because he's a more open minded person. But yes, deep down, I've always been a monogamous
Minded.
minded person
That's
in
all
Wait,
I
way.
wanted. That's all
wait,
I wanted.
wait,
But here's the
That's all
thing.
I wanted.
wait,
But for me to say that does not mean that I'm not okay with being
wait,
open.
wait, wait,
And
wait.
what?
Hemi said he leaving names out, and you
And then he threw it in.
and
I was trying
I
not to
just
put no.
because it's a and you'll know, nigga, you're not dumb.
But the
I
audience, the viewers didn't know.
I know, but yeah, like
well then edit or bleep the shit out there. Fuck it. You know,
You got to ask people if they okay with you putting out their personal business.
Yeah, you can tell he's not from Detroit.
all right. Well then they'll bleep the, there'll be some bleeping going on. Anyway.
Giving me
No,
work.
because I have adopted and adapted different relationship styles over the course of my life. Ones that I am now okay with. I'm circling back because I have found somebody that is monogamous minded, so I'm okay with going back to that thought process. Is it difficult? Yes, because I've been a hoe for a while. But this person
Wow.
is worth. But this
Well,
person is
Oh,
worth it.
wow.
not still,
You meant a long time.
perpetually.
No, I'm not gonna say still because you can change, Effie. You can change.
I'm just
However,
gonna let you two keep going until y'all are fucking out of gas.
Love
Point
you.
is, point is, I have met somebody that is monogamous minded, so I am okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's. I have not met a guy that was monogamous minded in a long time, so I know. And yes, I have been known to be a whore. Can I remind y'all he watches this show? He's gonna watch this.
well, you was throwing people names around,
Oh, but he
uh,
knows that though.
giving out people personal business.
Well, this is something that he knows. We talked about this. Um, So yeah, that's just what it is.
My whole point to this was that you said you did not believe in monogamy. That was the whole point I made. I just wanted to prove that
It was
you do
coming from a
believe in
place of
monogamy.
that was coming
Wrongly
from a
too.
place,
You
but that
do believe
was
in monogamy.
coming from a place of bitter jadedness, and I admitted that.
I just need you to admit it to the viewers. That's all. I need it. Because you argued me down for like 15 minutes. I just wanted you to be vindicated. Thank you. That's all.
We still love you though.
I think this is a good time to end the show. Thank you so much, everybody.
Let me on this now. Come on now.
Fucking the shit. Asshole. But
I have nothing left to say today. I feel like I've been vindicated.
In your defense, we are all imperfect beings, and every day is a day we learn and grow.
look, here's the thing. I've met somebody that has challenged me in the way someone that you want to date or be with is challenging you. Okay, like a lot of the things he's challenging me in a good way, and it's the whole growing shit that we talked about. All right. Fuck all y'all. Okay. It's a situation where it's like, hey, are you going to grow and take what could be potentially a really great guy into your life, or are you going to
Um,
stay in a hoe situation and you're going to be a hoe? So fuck y'all.
um,
I'm
I,
trying to grow up.
I feel like 50. Fuck me. Why you fuck? Why you want to fuck me?
I'm proud of you, Fred. It's called growth. You know what that's
I,
called? That's called
that's
growth.
what I'm saying. Like I'm growing. I am changing. Okay.
I said
I'm
Effie can change. Effie can
God.
change. They wrote a song about
Come on, dream girl.
her.
You know what I'm saying? Good God damn. Uh,
I
all
can't
right.
wait to find another little nugget I can be vindicated on.
Oh, there's so many.
These new mids they got me on are not fucking working because of this. Right now, I want to tear each one of you apart.
Why?
This little, cuz, let me tell you some shit. Let me tell you some real shit. It's got me kind of fucked up right now. They got me on this bullshit called Buspirone that I don't fucking like. It don't fucking work. I don't feel
The
shit.
rage
Let
demon
me
is
tell you
taking over.
I
baby, he
told,
is sitting on my chest, ready to jump across this screen on all three of you hoes. Let me tell you some good shit right now. I
I
have
told
taken
you.
everything this whole fucking hour, and thank you for the whole fine. But this, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna cuss you out later, and
Wow.
you, motherfucker, you just get on my nerves because you
Who
was
are you
good.
pointing at? Because
I don't.
I can't.
I'm pointing at corners because right now this
But
little
we
rage
can't.
demon is sitting here, and I just want
But you're
to.
pointing in the wrong corner. You were pointing over there. You were pointing this way.
No, asshole. I'm pointing the direction I see you. To me,
But that's
you
your.
are
But
there.
I'm
And
not there
Cole
on our
is
screen
there.
though.
And it is there. So
No,
that's what I'm
not on the.
saying.
You're pointing the wrong way
No, I
for
said
the
point
audience. Wait,
there,
yes,
there.
that's
And
where I am. That's where
this
I am.
bitch right here gets on my
And then
fucking nerves
Eric is
every
down
yeah.
over
This
there.
is like a
Um,
really
point,
fucked up
point,
Brady Bunch. This is.
point in the
Okay. So
direction.
that means Eric is.
Eric is over there for you.
Roger, yeah, I'm too high for this shit. Wait a minute, because I'm pointing this. Wait, hold on.
Wrong way.
Right.
Do you see my finger though? Like my fingers all over the
There you
place,
go.
man. What the fuck?
Pointing
Wait,
at
Hey,
Eric.
wait.
he's
Look, wait. I'm pointing on the screen where you should point at, and
I
like
don't even see you.
right.
I don't
That's
see his
what
head
Nugget
moving.
was doing. Nugget pointing at his screen. I'm like, that's who are you pointing at? Nobody's over there.
No, Cole is right there.
The only one you could point at is Cole. But me
Yeah,
and
Cole is right
when you
there.
are
Yeah.
looking at the screen,
And then-
me and Eric are the other way.
so it's this hand. Okay, so wait. This
Yes,
there.
we're over here. We're over there
That's
when you're on this. Yes, you're pointing
my
at me
fingers
now.
not what
So point to
bitch,
me.
point to you.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nope.
Cause I'm looking at here's the thing. I'm looking at the camera. So in my mind, you're right. You're right. You're through the bottom. You're in the bottom right, the bottom left corner. No, bottom. No, you're in the
Look,
bottom right corner
okay,
of
so
the
I'm
screen,
gonna
right?
point to you.
So
Watch.
to me, is that way. I'm gonna point to you like
I'm like Nugget. I'm pointing. Look at me. If I'm looking at my screen, you over here, but it
see
don't look
us.
like. But I'm not pointing. This is what you was doing. You was like, "Fuck you," and I'm like, "Who you pointing at?"
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm watching, so this is the, it's weird because like I'm looking at the screen, the cat where you guys are. So
Mirror the
We
camera.
already know.
right, I keep wanting to use my right hand to point at Eric, which is down there.
No, he's
But
not
it's
over
not
there.
down. Right, he's not over there.
No,
He's
he's not.
over there.
Yes. Yep. Correct.
Mm.
Oh, I have no sense of direction
Oh,
whatsoever. Oh, I have no sense of direction whatsoever. Which means
oh,
I have to look this way to be looking at you.
Correct.
And that looks weird as hell.
um, I don't know what the name of the show will be, but it will definitely be some hot shit.
I know. I was just about to say I'll have what he's having. Because he clearly has a copy.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like this show has had some waves. And after that little thing right there, the rage demon was just sitting on my chest like, okay. And then it just started making me think, like, this medicine is not kicking in. I don't feel the way I felt a couple of weeks ago. I should be able to handle this without wanting to throw a glass at his face. So I need, why is this medicine not working right now?
But no, but look, I told you, I told you, coming off that medicine or whatever, they need to give you some shit that's
I told him the same thing. I don't like the same shit.
So let's do this. Instead of being enraged, let's think of perspectives or alternate perspectives on how you should possibly approach this.
Approach what?
When you've accepted these flaws or learned that your ways of thinking just weren't quite the way, doesn't it make things a lot easier and allow you to be in a better place when you realize these things and bring them in and recognize that, okay, yeah, I was on some shit and now I'm in a better place?
See, that's would be the case if you were a actually fully developed adult. That's not in
See, I wasn't even trying to go for you, but you
that's not in this group at all. There are no fully developed adults in this group whatsoever.
Speak
And
for
that is
yourself.
and that includes you.
Speak for
That
yourself.
includes you, motherfucker.
Speak for
Let me tell
yourself.
you some shit for real, okay? Let me tell you something. All right, it will be fine. I'm enjoying this because I can't see you, but I'm looking right at you. So in the camera, this is amazing for me. um, it would be fine, and that would help with the growth if I didn't have a friend in the background dancing. Told you so. Told you so. Told you, told you. See, if that's what I mean by if we were fully fledged, mature adults, then yes, that would be the answer. But do you see that? Do you see that bitch over there? You see what he just did? That is why it is difficult to do that. I could just grow and accept it and talk and move the fuck on. But if that prissy bitch next to me didn't do what the fuck he does every single time, then we would not have what the shit. This is why growing is difficult because you
I
gotta
don't do
bitch.
that every time, though, friend. Sometimes I say, I'm so proud of you. Look at you growing up and doing things and changing your life for the better. I do that sometimes. And then, but I like to do my told you so dance when you try to argue me down about something I know I'm right about. And you try to argue me down until you realize, oh, he might have been right. So then I have to do the dance. I have to do
Not every time. Not every time we
I
have
have to
those
do the
moments. You
dance.
don't have to do that.
I do. Grace
That's
told
what
me
I
that it
mean.
needs to be done.
There are no fully fledged adults in this group at all.
Again, speak for yourself.
I know.
Well, Cole, you're the first adult, so we get it.
Bitch, I can't stand your ass.
wow.
You wrote adulthood in the dictionary, and your picture's right there. Like we get it. We love you. It's okay. No, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. No, no.
Breath work.
Woosah.
I'm trying to get there
Breath work.
because the more you talk, the more I want your breath work to be less. Do you understand what I'm saying? The more you talk, the more I want you to have less breath work.
I
Up to a point of no breath work. How about that? How about that?
That rage demon is real today. I hope your new boo is watching this episode.
Oh, that's a funny thing. Even if he is at this point, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He has already seen me spaz out.
Crazy
I don't know
boots.
how many times in the
Crazy
last
boots.
month. Okay, look, he liked the crazy honey because it's all up here. You can't fake none of this shit. God damn it! Look, in for a penny, in for a pound. In for a penny, in for a pound, nigga.
I
Oh
want
my
my penny
god!
back.
Never. Fuck you, bitch.
I want my penny back.
I'll comment. This is a good moment. Since they have it, I have to apologize to the audience. We've been dealing with a serious series of unfortunate events.
Life.
Living
Right.
in
Get your way.
snippets.
Life
Living
being
in
Yes, honey. Come on, living it. Come on, snickhead out this thing. It's been very snickety. It's been very snickety. Go ahead, Shazam. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to apologize to the audience. Like, we've been going through a lot of things, so it's nice to be back here and just expressing ourselves and being able to be okay in the moment.
Yes.
Get back into the craziness that is us.
Right.
Yes.
We need some good old laughs. That's what we need.
I'm
So,
so glad that we are. Yeah. I want to say, well, yeah, ending the show on a high note. You know what I'm saying? Well, do want to mention before we completely, sign off for the day that one of our folks went back to work. Woo, 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 woo.
again,
After
seriously,
dealing with all the medical things and whatnot he has been going through, he's back in the workforce. You know what I'm saying? Back at his old job.
I'm not quite ready to be back, but because of all the things that have been going on, because the opportunity came up when it did, it was kind of necessary.
I
Because
mean,
what's not been spoken, I do have a lot of medical issues I'm dealing with. Primary of that is dealing with kidney disease, and yeah, I was quite dependent upon the government taking care of me as far as insurance and stuff like that. I've worked all my life just about for this to be a thing for me to be dependent upon and reliant upon. But because of Agent Orange and friends, it was just the thing I needed to do, regardless.
But
But
I feel like it's made you.
yeah,
It's renewed you in a way.
yeah, I was gonna say,
To
yeah.
despite that,
because I'm
emotionally, I did need it
yeah.
because I was not feeling.
Idle hands are the devil's playground. So just sitting at the house, being able to sit and think of all the things that are wrong with you and things that are going, and that's that idle mind will play tricks on you, like the song says. And I
Right.
think so. You having being out in the world again and doing stuff, you can clearly see it's brought a pep back in your step that you had
Yeah,
lost focus.
you're thinking I'm feeling like a burden for everyone,
Yeah.
and this at least makes me feel like I'm providing again and able to support myself in some way. So it has been an emotional boost for sure.
Yay! Well, man, we're back to the same chair you left all them years ago. Kept it warm for you. Kept
Not
them dials.
so much here, bitch.
Man, Now he's gonna be bitching more about TV shit. Now he's back at his old job. We should do this, and this should look like this, and at work I do this, and we should do it this way.
No, I've always had my opinions upon these things, even at work. So that's just me.
You have an opinion about everything.
And
Just saying, bro.
So on that note, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all.
Yes, we are. It has been an amazing show today, guys.
Vindication was mine.
oh wow.
Brian B. Versatile. Okay.
I'm gonna make a shirt. that says that I have to. I should. But yes, today was wonderful. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for hanging out with us, man. And get this ball rolling. If you want to go ahead and support us,
Over your voice. Now
oh
go.
my god, I forgot that every time. Okay.
Breath work. Go ahead. Yes.
If you want to support us, you can go to our websites. You can check out hoodgeekmedia.com. There we have t-shirts, we have hats, and other things. I know,
because
right?
you did it wrong. Because you did it wrong.
No, he just keep up with me. You just on the fly, baby. Be ready at all times, honey. Check out hoodgeekmedia.com, where we have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, everything you could want to help support us on the show. And you can also check out our other website, whatsthepointpod.com. There you can learn more about Hemi, Carnage, Shazam, and myself. You can also watch previous episodes, and you can also listen to previous episodes. Hemi, my friend, please tell everybody where they can listen to us.
You can catch us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. on
Thursday.
Spotify or wherever you listen to your
One of us will always mess up.
I wanted to say Thursday. I don't know why, but Wednesday, people. Wednesday,
No,
11
it is-
a.m. Spotify.
No, it is Thursday. Yes,
Oh.
it is Thursday.
Thursday, y'all. Thursday. That's what I meant to say. Okay, every Thursday at 11 a.m. on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. And friend, tell them where they can watch us.
And if you want to watch us, you can watch us every Friday morning at 11 a.m. on YouTube. And we have premiere it live, and one of us will be in the chat to talk, ask questions, or, just kick it with you guys while the show's going. So, lastly, Henry, my friend, please tell everybody what they can do.
Stay classy, y'all. Until next
All
time.
right. Take care.